Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/NuclearRevenge. In today's episode, guy tries to sell house from under my family, gets his just deserts. You took a week from me? I'll take a month from you. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Guy tries to sell house from under my family, gets his just deserts. My family was looking for a large house and found the perfect one back in the early 2000s. When my dad talked with the owners, they had agreed to getting some plumbing fixed on the house before we moved in if we moved all of their stuff into the two-car garage so it'd be easier for them to move. There was also several things to be repaired, a pool to clean and a ton of landscaping to be done. My dad did the repairs and used his army of offspring to do all the landscaping, pool work, etc. The house was looking amazing compared to before, and we were a week from moving in. Now, I to this day do not know why my dad did this. But he had paid a cash deposit. There was no paper trail and the owners decided to take advantage of this. When it got to be a few days before we moved in, the owners told my dad they weren't moving their stuff out of the garage or doing the plumbing fixes that were needed to use any of the bathtubs or showers in the house. He could deal with no garage and pay for the plumbing fixes, or he could F***ck off. No refund of deposit if he didn't like it. They even said they were thinking of moving someone else in because the house value was more with all the fixes we had already done. My father asked to turn in the keys we had been given the next morning because this was all told to him at 8 p.m. on a weekday. With no paperwork yet signed, there was nothing attaching my dad to the house and no cameras or security system. He had just been F***ed over a few $1,000s by the owner, and it was maybe 2 weeks to Christmas. His gift that year was going to be giving each of us kids our own rooms for the first time. Cue revenge. He brought all of us kids over to the house for a little party. Each kid was given their own special bit of destruction. Someone was shoveling sand into the pool. My brother with anger issues was told to punch out every hole we had patched up in the walls. The smaller kids were told to rock the banister on the stairs until it broke. I was told to rip out the landscaping we had done out and make a path of it all over the stairs. Every single thing we had fixed or improved taken back by very creative and energetic children. While all this happened, my dad and stepmom went through everything in the garage from the owners and took anything they could gift to family, pawn, or sale. There were high-value collectibles, jewelry, and a computer that my dad gave to us for Christmas. The next day, my dad told the owners he had put the keys in the garage with its door open that night for them. He then unplugged the phone and we never heard from those people again. Was it legal? No, not on either end. Did we have a good Christmas? Yes. Was it fun destroying the place? Yes, I actually did a very tastefully done carpet of hedge branches, torn our flowers, and some wore of sand and pool gravel on the actual carpet of the house. If this post breaks any of NR's rules, please report it to the moderators for review. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit if you have any questions or concerns. Parent-approved revenge is the best revenge. Were the things your dad sold from that garage near or the same value as the cash deposit he paid? No clue. Probably not, given how we were living in rentals and apartments for a long time after. But we did have a decent Christmas that year, and were able to stay at the place we were currently renting for a while. You know it's good destruction when you get the green light from the parents. You took a week from me? I'll take a month from you. There is a type of customer who asks a million questions but never makes a purchase. If you're selling something, especially your own handmade products, you'll have to get used to it. Regardless, it's important to learn to respect them. These are the people who teach you how to engage in productive dialogue. But everything should be done in moderation. I came across one such customer who contacted me and immediately said, "I have my company's anniversary coming up, and I want to order gifts for my employees from you. 30 engraved knives." For someone like me, who's struggling financially, this order was a godsend. I was thrilled and immediately said I was ready to discuss everything, promising to make the best quality and give him the biggest discount I could. He said, okay, gave me his phone number, and asked me to call when he's available. Due to the time difference, it meant getting up at 5 in the morning for me. But fine, I woke up early and called. He greeted me with good morning. He was aware it was 5 in the morning for me, and started asking me a million questions. He asked about the steel grades I work with, the existing steel grades, and even my predictions about future steel. He asked about Damascus steel, discussed Damascus, the city, the history of Syria, and the history of the art of weaponry. And now it was not 5 a.m., but 9. That's when he ended the conversation. We hadn't discussed anything regarding his order. The next day, I called him again, and the same thing happened. And the day after. I started losing my temper, but I really needed this order. On the 5th day, I started the conversation immediately with a request to discuss his order because I had very little personal time. I had 2 jobs and a family. Do you know what he replied? Sorry. We discussed it with the team, and we decided to purchase gift baskets instead. Knives are not for everyone after all. Then what were we discussing for these 5 days? Why did all this happen? Well, you're passionate about knives, and I'm passionate about them too. A good conversation is a rare pleasure. Do you understand that I spent the whole week on you? I hardly slept to be awake for our conversation. Why did you do this? Hey, you're a big boy. Why are you whining? Learn how to work with clients. Maybe I'll buy something from you later. At that point, I hung up and blocked him. But this story didn't leave me. The person took advantage of my vulnerability and simply played with me. I thought for a long time about how to get back at him. Until I realized, why not let him taste his own medicine? I contacted my friends in the US and explained the situation to them. After a week, they started writing to his company with requests for placing large orders. Of course, they couldn't spend 5 hours on the phone, but they didn't need to. They simply started sending them technical specifications with endless revisions. The number of revisions kept growing, and the company spent more and more time on approvals. Budgets were inflated, and my friends agreed to any additional expenses, which would never actually happen. And somewhere within a month of this circus, they unanimously decided to stop working further, saying, "Thank you, but we're no longer interested." The funniest part was when one of them received a call from my conversation partner and he was practically yelling at him, wondering why the hell my friend wasted so much of his time. To which he received the response, "Why do you take it so personally? It's business. You couldn't convince me of the benefits of working with you. Don't call me again. Goodbye." Smiley face in the end. With some ingenuity on your side, even as a small person, you can get a little bit of justice. You need to take all of their phones. You need to make a bunch of posters saying giving away a Maltipoo puppy to a good home due to my child's allergy. And watch as hell breaks loose. No one ever questions puppy giveaway posters. And lots of people dream of Maltipoo. By the way, checked your profile, neat noise. I wrote it in a cape and a mask. Otherwise, it would not be a proper revenge. So, I have COVID right now and I have been binge watching Forged in Fire all week. Any chance you have a website/store? Okay, this is great revenge, absolutely well played. But please stand up for yourself more in the beginning. Anybody who keeps you on the phone for hours never planned to actually buy anything from you. You should be leading the conversation more. Take every opportunity to turn back to your knives. Their loss, look through some of your store and just absolutely amazing stuff. I just want to say your knives are gorgeous. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.